Tonight's headlines: President Marcos open to talk to Ukraine President Zelensky. Maharlika fund to invest in agri and energy, says Marcos. President Marcos says China will not stop our fishermen from fishing. Death toll due to bad weather now at 28. LPA to dump rains across Luzon. Pump price hike set Tuesday. And Philippine Stocks Index and peso start week up. Good evening. Today is Monday, January 16, 2023. I am Elmer Navarro Manuel and this is Tribune News on Q. Here are the stories for this evening. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. said his government has no problem engaging with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, but for now the two have yet to schedule a meeting. Denis Mikhailiuk, charged the affairs of the Embassy of Ukraine in Malaysia on Friday, said he mentioned before members of the media that there was a standing invitation for a phone call between Marcos and Zelensky. However, he clarified that he was not complaining that they have yet to receive a response from the palace. An official from the Department of Foreign Affairs said Thursday that Ukraine should not have made public its request for a discussion with Marcos. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. on Monday said the proposed Maharlika Wealth Fund will make investments in the basic areas of agriculture, energy, digitalization, and climate change. The announcement was seen as a renewed effort by the government to attract more investments in the country and to create more economic opportunities. Marcos hopes that the Wealth Fund will be a mechanism to increase the country's economic stability and alleviate poverty. Foreign Affairs Undersecretary Carlos Sorreta said last week that Marcos will bring up the Sovereign Wealth Fund during the World Economic Forum scheduled from January 16 to 20 in Davos, Switzerland. Sorreta said it was the president's idea to tackle the Wealth Fund, which seeks to maximize investable funds of state-run financial institutions and ultimately increase public funds for nation building. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has cited an agreement between Manila and Beijing that China will not stop Filipino fishermen from fishing despite tensions in the West Philippine Sea. The president was responding to a question regarding resigned National Security Advisor Clarita Carlos's statement last week that the government is looking into China's proposed partnership with Philippine fishing villages. During Marcos's three-day visit to China from January 3 to 5, he raised the plight of Filipino fishermen in the West Philippine Sea in his bilateral meeting with his Chinese counterpart, President Xi Jinping. Marcos said Xi promised that he would find a compromise and find a solution that will be beneficial so that our fishermen might be able to fish again in their natural fishing grounds. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
Mga impormasyong direktang makukuha mula sa sources at diretsahang usapan. Yan ang ating damin sa inyo sa programang Straight Talk. Samahan nyo kami sa makabuluhang talakayan live tuwing Martes alas 10 ng umaga sa official Facebook page ng Daily Tribune at Tribune Now on YouTube. Be updated sa news and happenings katribu. Hatid ng Daily Tribune sa inyo ang mga balitang napapanahon sa loob at labas ng bansa. Kami na ang bahala sa paghahatid sa inyo ng mga latest and reliable news. We got you covered sa programang Tribune News on Q. Mapapanood mula umaga hanggang gabi, Lunes hanggang Biyernes sa Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now on YouTube.
In other news, the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council said that the number of reported fatalities due to the effects of the inclement weather caused by the low-pressure areas in northeast monsoon and shear line since January 1 has reached 28. The NDRRMC said 8 of the fatalities were reported in Zamboanga, 7 each in eastern Visayas and northern Mindanao, 5 in Bicol, and 1 in Davao region. Only 15 of the reported deaths have been confirmed so far, while the rest are for validation. A total of 1,397,296 people, or 347,105 families, were affected by the bad weather in 1,130 barangays in Cagayan, Central Luzon, Calabarzon, Mimaropa, Bicol, Western Visayas, Central Visayas, Eastern Visayas, Zamboanga, Northern Mindanao, Davao, Soxargen, Caraga, and the Bangsamoro. Of the affected population, at least 155,854 persons, or 38,108 families, were staying inside 489 evacuation centers, while 56,086 individuals, or 17,616 families, were staying in other places. State Weather Bureau Pagasa announced that widespread rains will continue across parts of Luzon on Monday due to the low-pressure area off Mindanao. The LPA was spotted 180 kilometers east of Butuan City, Agusan del Norte at 3 p.m. It is forecast to bring cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms in Metro Manila, Bicol region, Mimaropa, and Calabarzon. The northeast monsoon or Amihan, meanwhile, is seen to spur cloudy skies with rains in Batanes, Cagayan, and Apayao, and partly cloudy to cloudy skies with light rains in the Ilocos region, the rest of Cordillera region, and the rest of Cagayan Valley. The rest of the country will experience partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms due to the LPA and the localized thunderstorms. In business, motorists will have to pay more for petroleum products starting Tuesday as oil firms announce another round of hikes following the rollback implemented last week. In separate advisories, Chevron Philippines Incorporated, Pilipinas Shell Petroleum Corporation, Petron Corporation, and Seoul Philippines Corporation said they will hike prices per liter of gasoline by 95 cents, diesel by 50 cents, and kerosene by 15 cents. Clean Fuel, Petrogas, and PTT Philippines Corporation will implement the same changes, excluding kerosene, which they do not carry. The changes will take effect at 6 a.m. on Tuesday, January 17 for all firms except for Clean Fuel, which will adjust prices at 4:01 p.m. and Caltex at 12:01 the same day. Other firms have yet to make similar announcements for the week. And optimism on the domestic economy's performance this 2023 lifted the local bourse's main index above the 7,000 level on Monday, which in turn was mirrored by the peso. The Philippine Stock Exchange Index gained 1.35% or 93.94 points to 7,045.48 at the closing bell. The broader all shares rose by 1.03% or 37.53 points to 3,675.15. Most of the sectoral indices also inched up during the day, led by the financials after it climbed 2.80%. It was trailed by the holding firms at 2.43%, property at 0.37%, and industrial at 0.32%. Volume reached 1.11 billion shares, amounting to 10.23 billion pesos. Advancers led decliners at 138 to 65, while 46 shares were unchanged. Gains of the PSEI benefited the local currency after it improved to 54.575 against the greenback from its 54.89 close Friday last week. That wraps up the stories tonight. Catch us again tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. only here at Daily Tribune's Facebook page. Again, this is Elmer Navarro Manuel and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good night, and God bless us all.
Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. Download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS and Google Play for Android to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune invites you to join its vibrant community, Katribu, to get updates on the hottest news on politics, business, sports, lifestyle, and entertainment. Emoticons of the Tribune mascot Tercito are available on our community Viber.
misunderstood. 'Cause you're misunderstanding. But I'm misunderstood.